Hazak Ubaruch, Bezat Hashem in High is going to be 6:40. City Hot is going to start 6 o'clock. Please be on time. Today's learning is going to be sponsored by Nishmat Rafa'el ben Hafzi, sponsored by Boris Mosheyev. Hazak Ubaruch. In Halacha Muktze, we were discussing yesterday, what's called Tiltul Begufo. Tiltul Begufo, we said, means that you move an item through your body, meaning a hip, elbow, a leg. That Tiltul Begufo is permitted in all situations. There isn't a category or an exception, or if it's this case or it's that case. One is permitted to do tiltul begufo. There's a secondary concept that's called tiltul minatzad. Tiltul minatzad is, it seems like it's similar, but it's not. It's when you take something in your hand and you're moving the muktze item without directly touching it. So if I take a stick and I move a muktze item with the stick, that's called tiltul minatzad. That's not called tiltul begufo. It's a different category, and it has a separate set of rules. The rules of tiltul minatzad is it is permitted to be done letzorich the davar mutar, for something that is permitted. So let me give you an example. Let's say there's all these shells, there's all these bones that are not edible for animals, certainly not edible for people, and they're on the table. So he wants to move them. He wants to clear them up. And get rid of them. So those shells, those bones, are generally muktze. Now, if there's a lot of them and they like kind of built up, so then there's a concept called gaf shel re'i, which is something that is very repulsive. You're allowed to move it even directly. But let's say there was just a few, and it wasn't something that made the table look very unpresentable. So he wants to take those shells and throw them in the trash. It was muktze. He's not allowed to do that. However, if he has it on a plate, or if he takes a knife and he moves it with the knife into the trash can or some other instrument, it doesn't have to be a knife, he takes it and he moves it in that fashion, since he's doing it for the table, which is davar mutar, for the tablecloth, which is davar mutar, that it should be clean, therefore he's not violating the rules of muktze. But if he just has, let's say for example, he has a phone, and he doesn't want the phone to be there, he wants it to be somewhere else, for whatever reason, maybe for the protection of the item itself, like in the case of a phone, and he wants to move it with the stick, that would be asul to do. It's not similar to tiltul begufo. This is called tiltul minatzad, and it has to be for the sake of something that is permitted, and not for the sake of the item itself that